Hey there, fellow garden enthusiasts. Welcome back to Soilsage Chronicles, where we dig deep into the foundation of every thriving garden. If you've ever stood in your yard, staring at a patch of dirt, and wondering why your tomatoes look like they're staging a protest, you're in the right place. Today we're going on a journey beneath the surface to unlock the secrets of soil, that magical living layer that can make or break your gardening dreams. I remember my first gardening disaster like it was yesterday. Armed with enthusiasm and a handful of seeds, I planted my dream vegetable garden in what I later discovered was essentially concrete masquerading as soil. The results? Let's just say even the weeds struggled. That humbling experience taught me the most important lesson every gardener learns. Healthy plants start with healthy soil, and understanding your soil is the difference between gardening success and expensive composted disappointment. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's establish what we're actually working with. Soil isn't just dirt. It's a complex living ecosystem that's been millions of years in the making. Think of it as nature's ultimate recycling system, where rocks slowly break down, organic matter decomposes, and countless microorganisms work around the clock to create the perfect growing medium. Your garden soil consists of four main components that work together like a well-orchestrated symphony. Mineral particles make up about 45% of healthy soil. These are tiny fragments of weathered rock that provide structure and essential nutrients. Organic matter, though only comprising 3 to 5% of soil, punches way above its weight class by improving water retention, nutrient availability, and soil structure. Water occupies roughly 25% of soil space, serving as the delivery system for nutrients, while air fills the remaining 25%, providing oxygen that plant roots desperately need to function. The magic happens in the interactions between these components. When they're in balance, you get soil that drains well but retains moisture, provides steady nutrition, and creates an environment where beneficial microorganisms thrive. When they're out of whack, you end up with problems that no amount of fertilizer can fix. Every garden has its own personality, and much of that personality comes from its soil type. The three primary soil types, sand, clay, and silt, each bring their own advantages and challenges to your gardening journey. Understanding your soil type really is the foundation of success. Sandy soil feels gritty between your fingers and drains faster than you can say watering can. While this quick drainage prevents waterlogged roots, it also means nutrients wash away quickly, and you'll find yourself watering more frequently. Sandy soil warms up quickly in spring, giving you an earlier start to the growing season, but it can become bone dry during summer heat waves. Clay soil, on the other hand, feels smooth and sticky when wet, and you can actually mold it like Play-Doh. This soil type holds on to nutrients like a savings account, slowly releasing them to your plants over time. However, clay's tight structure can create drainage nightmares and become rock hard when dry. Many beginning gardeners get frustrated with clay, but once you learn to work with it, clay soil can produce incredibly lush, productive gardens. Silt occupies the middle ground, feeling smooth but not sticky like clay. It holds moisture well without becoming waterlogged and provides good nutrient retention. However, silt can become compacted easily and may form a crust on the surface that prevents water infiltration. Most garden soils are actually combinations of these three types, called loam. The holy grail of garden soil is what we call loamy soil, a balanced mix that combines the best characteristics of all three types while minimizing their weaknesses. Soil pH might sound like chemistry class, but it's actually one of the most practical things you can understand about your garden. pH measures how acidic or alkaline your soil is on a scale from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. Most garden plants thrive in slightly acidic to neutral soil, typically between 6.0 and 7.0. Why does this matter? pH directly affects nutrient availability. Even if your soil is loaded with nutrients, plants can't access them if the pH is wrong. It's like having a fully stocked pantry with a lock you can't open. Acidic soils, which are below 6.0, can make nutrients like phosphorus and calcium less available, while alkaline soils above 7.5 can lock up iron, manganese, and other essential elements. You can easily test your soil pH with an inexpensive digital meter or test strips from any garden center. Once you know your pH, you can make informed decisions about amendments. Lime raises pH in acidic soils, while sulfur or organic matter like compost can help lower pH in alkaline conditions. Here's where many gardeners get it backwards. Instead of feeding your plants, focus on feeding your soil. Healthy soil creates healthy plants, and the key to healthy soil is organic matter. Compost is absolute garden gold, and I can't emphasize this enough. Whether you make your own or buy it, compost improves every soil type. It loosens clay, helps sandy soil retain moisture and nutrients, and provides a slow-release source of nutrition that feeds beneficial soil organisms. These microorganisms, in turn, break down organic matter and make nutrients available to your plants in exactly the forms they need. Don't overlook other organic amendments like aged manure, leaf mold, or worm castings. Each brings its own benefits to the soil ecosystem. Aged manure provides excellent nutrition and organic matter, while leaf mold improves soil structure and water retention. Worm castings are like superfood for plants, loaded with nutrients in readily available forms plus beneficial microorganisms. The key is consistency. Rather than dumping a massive amount of amendments once a year, work smaller amounts into your soil regularly. Think of it as making regular deposits into your soil's health account rather than one huge lump sum. Your soil is constantly communicating with you, you just need to learn its language. Healthy soil has a rich, earthy smell, especially after rain. It should feel crumbly in your hands, not sticky or dusty. When you squeeze a handful of moist soil, it should hold together briefly, then crumble apart. Healthy soil has a rich, earthy smell, especially after rain. It should feel crumbly in your hands, not sticky or dusty. When you squeeze a handful of moist soil, it should hold together briefly, then crumble apart. Watch how water behaves in your garden. Does it pool on the surface or disappear immediately? Both are signs of soil issues that need attention. So notice which areas of your garden consistently perform better. They're actually showing you what good soil looks like. Plant performance, tells a story too. Yellowing leaves might indicate drainage problems or maybe even nutrient deficiencies, and stunted growth is another important clue. Stunted growth could signal compacted soil or pH issues. If you see plants that consistently struggle in one area while thriving in another, they're pointing you towards soil differences that really need addressing. Creating great garden soil isn't a one-time project, it's really an ongoing relationship. The best soil improvement strategy is one you can maintain consistently over time. Start by protecting what you have. Never work wet soil, as this destroys soil structure and creates compaction that can take years to remedy. Mulching is one of the most powerful tools in your soil building arsenal. Organic mulches like shredded leaves, straw, or wood chips protect soil from temperature extremes, suppress weeds, retain moisture, and slowly break down to add organic matter. It's like giving your soil a protective blanket that also serves as a slow-release meal. So, consider your long-term garden layout too. Permanent beds with defined pathways, really help prevent soil compaction from foot traffic. Raised beds can help with drainage issues, and honestly, they make it a lot easier to build up soil health in specific areas. Understanding soil isn't just about growing better vegetables or more beautiful flowers, it's really about connecting with the living system that supports all terrestrial life. Every shovelful of healthy soil contains more organisms than there are people on Earth. You're not just gardening, you're actually stewarding a complex ecosystem that will reward your care with abundant harvests and thriving plants. Start where you are, with what you have. Test your soil, observe how water moves through your garden, and begin adding organic matter consistently. Small, regular improvements really do compound over time into dramatic transformations. The soil that frustrates you today, well, it can become the foundation of your dream garden tomorrow. Remember, every master gardener started exactly where you are now, with curiosity, enthusiasm, and soil that needed some love. The difference between beginners and experts isn't secret knowledge or special tools, it's simply time spent observing, learning, and gradually improving their soil. Your garden's potential is literally beneath your feet, just waiting to be unlocked. Take that first step, get your hands dirty, and start building the soil your plants really deserve. If this deep dive into soil has got you excited to transform your garden from the ground up, make sure to subscribe to Soilsage Chronicles for more practical gardening wisdom. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest tips, and share this guide with a fellow gardener who's ready to discover the magic happening beneath the surface. Happy gardening, and remember, every great garden starts with great soil.